How did you make your roommate have a complete meltdown? I thought having a clean roommate would be great, but 3 weeks later I was wearing a hazmat suit while she was crying into her pillow. It all started when my roommate Liz slammed a sticky note on my laptop. Common areas should be maintained to appropriate standards of cleanliness, I read aloud. She snapped at me about crumbs on the counter and water spots on the bathroom mirror, standing over me like some kind of domestic terrorist. 3 weeks into living with this psychopath, and I was ready to transfer schools. Every morning brought a new passive-aggressive manifesto about my cleaning habits. The woman had turned our dorm room into a sterile laboratory, and I was apparently the contamination source. My friend Greta knocked on our door Thursday night and dragged me into the hallway. She told me Liz had just asked her to remove her shoes and sanitize her hands before sitting on our couch. Give this clean freak exactly what she's asking for, Greta said with an evil grin. The light bulb moment hit me like a freight train. Friday morning, I woke up at 6 a.m. and got to work. Instead of just wiping down the microwave, I created a masterpiece. I typed up a full report, printed it on official-looking letterhead, and left it on Liz's perfectly organized desk. Microwave cleaning protocol, day 1. Pre-cleaning bacterial count estimated at 847 colony-forming units per square inch. Applied 2. 3 milliliters of antibacterial solution. Scrubbed for 4 minutes and 17 seconds using circular motions, followed by 3-minute steam treatment. Post-cleaning inspection reveals 99.7% reduction in visible contamination. Photographic evidence attached. I included 6 different photos from every conceivable angle, complete with timestamps. Liz stormed into our room that evening, waving my report like a weapon. She demanded to know what this ridiculous document was, and I explained I was documenting my compliance with her cleanliness requirements. Her face turned bright red as she insisted she just wanted me to clean up after myself normally, but I reminded her that she specifically mentioned maintaining appropriate standards. She stormed out without another word. That's when Greta told me she'd overheard Liz on the phone with her mom, crying about how she couldn't control her thoughts about germs and contamination. She clearly had OCD or something similar. I should have felt bad. I should have stopped, but I was too deep to care about her mental health issues. By Tuesday, I had transformed our room into a crime scene investigation unit. Digital scale, timer, pH strips, the works. I spent an hour documenting my bathroom cleaning process while Liz watched in horror from her bed. Bathroom counter decontamination complete, I announced, pulling off my latex gloves with a dramatic snap. I rattled off the precise measurements and chemical analysis while Liz's eye started twitching. Our suite mates began gathering outside our door to watch my performances. Yvonne from next door brought popcorn as I conducted a spectral analysis of soap residue using a magnifying glass. Wednesday, I unveiled my masterpiece, a full hazmat suit ordered overnight from Amazon. I spent 3 hours documenting my deep cleaning session with time-lapse photography, measuring the exact angle of my scrubbing motions. Are you completely insane? Liz screamed when she walked in to find me in full protective gear, documenting the chemical composition of different cleaning solutions. I replied through my respirator mask that I was just maintaining appropriate standards, holding up a clipboard with my 47-step sanitization process. Her hands were shaking as she grabbed the clipboard and discovered it had bar graphs, pie charts analyzing dirt distribution patterns, and a bibliography citing peer-reviewed articles about optimal cleaning techniques. Liz stared at me for a full 30 seconds and burst into tears. Please stop with the insane cleaning reports, she sobbed. I can't take any more scientific documentation about wiping down counters. I pulled off my safety goggles and looked at her with the most innocent expression I could manage, asking if she no longer wanted me to maintain appropriate standards of cleanliness. She begged me to just clean normally without all the crazy documentation. I said I understood and that it would be way simpler. Monday morning, I stopped all of my over-the-top cleaning activities and left one final report on her desk. Cleaning protocol update. Transition to standard human cleaning methods. No documentation provided. Approximate cleanliness level adequate. For 3 weeks, I felt like I'd won the greatest victory in roommate history. Then students on our floor started getting sick with respiratory problems and headaches. Housing sent an inspector who discovered black mold in the ventilation system that had been spreading for months. Regular cleaning with antimicrobial solutions would have prevented this, the inspector announced to our floor meeting. I watched Liz during that meeting. She didn't say a word, but when our eyes met, she gave me the smuggest little smile I'd ever seen. Her excessive cleaning had been protecting us all along. She never left another passive-aggressive note again, but she did hang my hazmat suit on the outside of our closet door where it mocks me daily.